Hey everybody, it's Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. So, as preppers, we get a lot of things. But what we need to do is be mindful of the prices, of course. So, one of my favorite places to get preps are thrift stores. Thrift store prepping is awesome. This is my pretty awesome thrift store prepper haul. Want to talk about some things, show you some things. Yesterday we went to, this happened to be a Goodwill here in Western Washington, and the prices were pretty good, but we got some good things, really good things for preparedness. So let me start showing them to you. First off, I want to show you, first, when you're sleeping outdoors or anywhere and you want to stay warm, what are the two ways you lose body heat? Convection and conduction, right? Convection is like the air around me right now, taking my body heat out because it's cold. Conduction is body heat loss or heat loss due to direct contact. So if you're sleeping outside or indoors or whatever it may be, you want to avoid that direct contact with the ground. So these sleeping pads aren't necessarily, I don't use them for comfort necessarily. What they do is they keep you off the ground. This is just a foam one. They had two pretty nice looking OD green, the blow up type. I've had hit or miss luck with the blow up types from thrift stores before, and those were like $25 a piece. So I'm like, I didn't feel that was a very good deal. But this, you can't do this wrong. This is just a foam roll up pad. And it was $8, $7.99. You can see right there. And it was also military and senior appreciation days. It's 20% off of everything. So it's 20% off of $8. So that's a pretty good, I'll buy that all day long. All right, the next one is backstory. For preppers, preserving your own food is important. The ability to preserve your own food. So my main way that I preserve food is dehydration. I have a big Cabela's dehydrator that's been running almost around the clock for the last 4 months. So we've been dehydrating lots, and then we put in mason jars, oxygen absorbers, and dry can them that way basically, and then put them in food storage. So to up our capability of that, what did I get? Score, another dehydrator. And this style is the round style that's stackable. It comes with 4 trays in this box, but it's expandable to 8 more trays, 12 total. So we can order 8 more trays, which we will be doing once we make sure it works fine and everything like that. You know, I opened up the box. It looks good. It even still has the, I noticed the seasoning for the original jerky. I'm not going to use that because it's kind of hard. But everything's still, I mean, it's still wrapped in plastic. So I don't think it was ever used. I think it's probably brand new. And the list price on this was Bed Bath & Beyond for $65. We got it for $24 and 20% off of that. I think that's a good deal. So being able to preserve the stuff you grow, and or you don't even have to have a garden like I do. You can go to the store and buy stuff and dehydrate it. Fruits, vegetables, meats, and then you can dehydrate it, make jerkies, make, whatever you want to make that dehydrators make. So that's a good score. Always keep my eye out for things like that. All right, let's go into, it's also winter, right? It's important to keep things warm. My family, we love flannels, but I'm very picky about my flannels. I like them, I like heavier weight flannels versus the lightweight flannels, because when I'm putting a flannel on, I want to be able to stay warm. So I'll show you some of the stuff we got. One of them is this flannel. This is a Grizzly Mountain flannel. Nice lining. Really nice. It's in really good condition. This is for me. And this was, I think it was $10.99, 20% off. So pretty good. What we're going to do is, the coloration is okay. But what I think I'm going to do is, it's not cotton, it's 100% polyester. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use some of that RIT dye brown and maybe kind of subdue this, tone it down a little bit. So then it'll be like black and brown and stuff. I think that'll work out really well. I'm hoping it will, at least. All right. Speaking of flannels, another good score. This is a Freedom Foundry flannel, and it's also nice and lined. And the coloration, the colors, they're not really our colors, but you know, you're keeping warm, you're going to put a outer layer on anyway, a shell. So it's going to cover this up if you're in any kind of environment where you need to be fitting into the woods or anything like that. So, but we're going to throw this in the RIT dye also, maybe try to tone it down a little bit. Some of the browns, we'll just throw both of these in, and it was about the same price. So good, two really good heavy-duty flannels. Oh, that's a good deal. All right, since I'm on the flannel kick, I'll show you this one. This is an Eddie Bauer flannel. This isn't as heavy duty, and we may, I don't know, we may throw this into the RIT dye also, just to see how, you know, it comes out, because I don't necessarily care exactly how it looks. I'm not fancy. I don't worry about being all pretty or anything like that. But, you know, tone it down a little bit, maybe a little bit nice. And that one was like $7.99, I think, and, you know, 20% off. So another thing that's really good I got from my wife, I found, always good to have a scarf. It feels like it's nice. It feels like it may have some maybe a little bit of wool in it, but I love the colors. I love the colors of it. It'll go really well with her flannel. And shoot, I mean, I'll even wear this. Just wrap it around like that. I don't care. It was in the women's section, but hey, it'll keep me warm. Kind of like a shemagh. Kind of like a shemagh does. There you go. So yeah, stay warm. Winter is coming, and we need to be finding stuff like this at thrift stores. This was $4.99 and 20% off. So, you know, I feel that's a good price. All right, I am saving the best for last. But because it is winter, and when you're going out and about, you got to keep your feet warm, you got to keep your hands warm, you got to keep your body warm, but you also got to keep your face warm. And if you are out and about and it's snowing a lot, or there's it's really windy or stuff like that, you got to protect your eyes. So I picked up a pair of these Bolle ski goggles, basically, and they were $6.99. You can see right there, $6.99 and 20% off. It's just something that I'm sure I'll find use for. Pretty decent score. All right, so I mentioned the best for last. Yes, I will save the best for last. But before we go into the best for last, if you guys enjoy the content and prepper channels in general, then please hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell for all. Give me that thumbs up. I appreciate it. Share the videos, comment below, and spread the love to all the other prepper channels and all the other people out there. Build your tribe, grow your tribe. Very, very important stuff. So this next item was my absolute score of the day. I would, yeah, I would, the trip was worth it just for this one item. I was in the sporting goods section and stuff like that, and it was just kind of like just sitting in there, and I don't even know how I noticed it. And I grabbed it up and I looked at it. I'm like, holy cow, I know what those are. Of course I know what those are. And yeah, good score. So what is it? You ever seen these before? These are tactical knee pads. They insert into tactical pants, you know, combat pants, stuff like that. They have a neoprene, you know, for protection from your knees, and then a kind of a harder outer shell. Well, these, I don't know if you can see that little, let me cover up the price really quick. That little right there, CP, you know what that means? That's Cry Precision. These things are, I looked up on their website, $32. And they were right there, $1.99, 20% off. So you're talking about $1.70. $1.70 for all, I can't, there's not even really a scratch on them. I mean, these things are like brand new tactical knee pads. I have one pair of pants that are made for these, that'll go great in, but all my other tactical pants have knee pockets. in them. So these can go up on the inside, even if this part isn't showing on the outside like they're designed to be used, they can still be used in a lot of different applications. So that's really good. And I've been thinking about knee pads because I have the knee pads that go on the outside, but they're, you know, a little more bulky. They're not as streamlined. These are much more streamlined. Maybe not offer the same amount of protection as the bigger ones, but yeah, really good score. I love this. I couldn't believe it. Cry Precision at Goodwill. My other find that was similar to that was I found an Arc'teryx shirt, long sleeve shirt. I was looking for brown long sleeve shirts, and there was a brown long sleeve shirt there. It was a Hanes, and I think they were asking $3.99 for it. And then right next to it, I pulled out the shirt. It was $2.99 for a pretty much brand new Arc'teryx shirt. That's like an $80+ shirt. That's a pretty good score. But my little one also wants to I'll give you a little bonus one right here. My little one wants me to show you her thrift store score. This is a top prepping item. Must have. You will not survive SHTF without one of these. Right there. Her new little doll. It's got the little ringlets and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's wood. So it's old. It's pretty old school. It's really neat though. So she loves her new doll. I don't know how much it was. It doesn't matter. This was, you know, $1 or $2. So yeah, get your must-have prepper items. And check out the thrift stores. You never know what you're going to find. There were a couple of sleeping bags that I thought about getting for like, you know, $10. They weren't like they weren't like outdoors, like really cold sleeping bags, but they were pretty decent. There were some quilts that we thought about getting. We just didn't. But we did see a lot of good things there. It wasn't like a, oh my gosh, this is the best trip ever type thing. But we got some good scores, and it's going to be very useful. Knee pads for me, my tactical environment. The goggles, maybe in a tactical environment, or just, you know, out in the winter doing the things. The flannels to keep us warm. The dehydrator to increase our production of dehydration and our dehydration capability. The sleeping pad. I got lots of sleeping pads, but you can never have too many. I mean, shoot, if I need to roll them up on a wall and tape them to the wall for insulation, I can do that. That is insulation. And the doll, you know, gotta have it. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you guys are out there checking out thrift stores. You can get a lot of good deals. Some of them aren't as great, but there's a lot of good opportunity out there. And the scarf that my little one's round up in on the porch here behind the camera. Anyway, I love you guys. Hope you guys are out doing the things. Check out thrift stores. Prepping is living insurance. And remember, don't procrastinate. Get your stuff now. We're getting down to it where I have a feeling it's going to get really ugly soon. So take it seriously. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.